Welcome to your reading. Let's see what messages want to come through today. Okay. Two of Swords, feeling like you're having to go inward and make decisions. This is an indecisive card. I see that the light is surrounding. I see that you're going inside to get the answers. It's a good thing, but it doesn't feel very comfortable. High Priestess, you're going to get the answers. The High Priestess goes from within and uses her intuition. Major Arcana. And the Seven of Cups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I feel like there's an abundance in your life. It's almost like there's so much new possibility coming in. Look at all this. These cups of love. The cups represent emotion and love. Let's get some clarifiers, but so far, your intuition and trusting what you're feeling is going to be what really matters. And I feel like I need to say that you can't mess it up. You can't get it wrong. So that's how we learn to use our intuition, by just going with what we feel, basically. And if we make a mistake, we move in a different direction, and that's how we learn. I mean, these are basic things, but we need to be reminded that we can trust ourselves. And this, it looks like there's a frustration and just a sense of not being able to decide. That's what this card represents, not being able to decide. And the swords represent conflict and the mind, and confusion in the mind. And so the answer is that the answers are inside of you. The answers are inside of you. And there's nothing but love in front of you. That's what, oh, wow, what a beautiful message. Everything surrounding you is safe. And you're good. Like you're being guided, you're asking, you're receiving. I got a little emotional because this is definitely a time of going into the new, the unknown, and that can feel scary. And we're on this journey together. But yeah, it feels good. I mean, it doesn't feel good. The energy that you're in doesn't feel good some of the time, and that's just okay. The thing is, there's nothing wrong. Enlightenment is but a recognition. It's not a change at all. So it's just that the shift is happening in the mind as the world unfolds in unexpected ways. And probably everything you expected is not what is happening. And that can be disheartening and confusing and chaotic in the mind, but it's growing you, it's expanding you. And you're developing a sixth sense, a way to be led and go with the flow of life instead of trying to fix and figure out and make things happen. And so the whole point of this life is to be able to do anything and everything with trust, in a relaxed motion, not ever rushed. Like I remember someone saying, if you want to wake up, then don't ever rush anymore. Let's see what's okay. I think everything's okay. I'm recording on a different app because we're having a thunderstorm and the internet's not working on Zoom. So I hope this records. We'll see. So yeah, it's feeling like you have the spaciousness in your mind and in your life to be led by the spirit, by your guides, by your higher self. And you're in a flow, like there's no rush. You're just able to this is the Lovers, so there could be love coming in, but also I just feel like this card originally meant it represented a huge life choice in love. So it's it can be a choice to love yourself more, or to it's a choice in love, basically. And that could be what the confusion is about inside of you. There's a decision to love yourself or someone else. Six of Cups, intuition, learning to trust your intuition. What I got to clarify, that was the Six of Cups. This is a card of nostalgia, of thinking about the past. Maybe even thinking about, missing your loved ones or missing something that you had once that's over. And, you're the high priestess now, so you're in the wide open universe unknown, and that can be scary, and that can make us want our past relationships that once, held a space of comfort for us. You could be wanting that again. Let's see, let me clarify the Seven of Cups. Yeah, the Two of Swords. So you got this card twice. Basically, you can see that she's blindfolded her eyes so that she could go inward to get the answer. So that's beautiful. And the ravens or the crows, they represent the chaos, that's the doubt thoughts, like, whatever. God knows what our inner voice is saying. You can't do it. You won't succeed. Don't go there. Don't open your heart. Don't take a chance. Don't take a risk. Don't go into the unknown. Don't take a chance in love. Like, that's the ego. And you're going inside to decipher, and you're learning how to hear and follow your intuition. So the thing about learning, when you've just made a decision that you really want to make choices with the Holy Spirit or the universe or God or your higher self, the thing about that is a fear. And I was just having a private reading with someone the other day whose main question was, how do I know if I'm hearing the guidance or not? The Spirit's voice is quiet. It's still, and it does nothing. The ego will talk first, and it will talk the loudest. That's one aspect. The other aspect is you can't mess it up. You're trying to make decisions here, and I can tell you this, no decision has to be made. You don't ever have to push to make something happen. You can follow your sparks and your prompts and what you're hearing. Yes, please do that. But if it doesn't work out, be willing to let it go. I have my first gig back in New Orleans in 20 years. And so coming up in a week, and I thought, I had to go through a lot of healing to realize that the past is gone, even my old songs, and to bring out some new ones that I just wrote. But then I realized that there was a part of me that could put everything on this one gig, this little bitty songwriter showcase happening in just a little pub. I could say, okay, if this gig doesn't go well, then I'm not supposed to be a singer. Like, we put so much pressure on ourselves. No, I'm just going to show up and sing my songs, close my eyes if I have to, from my heart. And it doesn't mean anything whether people come or don't come or listen or like me or not. It's really just about following what we know is true for us in each moment, and then letting the chips fall where they may. So maybe I won't be a singer. Maybe I'll go back to doing spiritual work. Maybe I'll do both. I mean, I really just want to fall in love with where I am in every moment, and know that I am going to keep taking risks and keep opening up my heart. Because, I felt a lot of fear in these last couple of years, and I've had to, I could have made a bunch of choices just to feel safe, but I didn't. I left, where I felt safe several times, and I came to where I would be most afraid for so many reasons. For, natural disasters, the dark, being alone I could just go on and on, but I chose life, and I want to experience new people, places, and things. And because I want that so much in my heart, I didn't have a choice. So I didn't really have to make the choice. I could see there was a choice to be safe or a choice to expand, but I wanted my heart wanted the expansion so much that I actually had to keep saying yes every time, and then it was fine. And yeah, those little fears are way in the back, and they might pop up every once in a while, but I have the tools to work with those. And I go into meditation every time I get scared, and I simply ask, let me see this with your eyes, Spirit. Let me see this, higher self. the way you see it, because you're my higher self. You're not afraid of anything. You're the angel. You're the, the eternal being. Hope I'm explaining it to you in a way that's helpful, because for me, it's been really helpful to know that I don't have to know all the answers, and I don't have to feel completely safe, and I don't have to really know anything. I just have to, in each moment, do my best, make the best decision I can for love, a decision in love in every moment, and there's a lot of things that I envision that I think I want, and they don't happen that way. But it doesn't mean we're supposed to stop wanting or desiring or envisioning, our highest, best life. I feel like it's there for a reason, and we're to follow it. I'm going off on a tangent. Let's get some cards. Oh my goodness. Let's get some more cards. This whole reading is about following your intuition and trusting yourself, even if mistakes are made. And to use your imagination. Wow. It's almost like, we are truly eternal beings. We're not form. This is just a temporary life. And we have to imagine something in our mind before it comes into the form world. I know you've heard it a million times, so don't forget to see yourself doing the thing you want to do most. Feel love. If you're not in a relationship and you want love, then love your pet or your friends. Just be in the energy that you want to have. Loneliness. There's some loneliness out there. So let me see another card. Forgiveness. There's some forgiveness work happening. So really, let's see, with these together, imagination, loneliness, and forgiveness. So I just feel like in the year of the 9, and the letting go of the past, these new beginnings can feel scary and lonely, especially if you're coming out of a relationship and spending a lot of time alone, because when we do spend a lot of time alone, we're expanding, we're with the spirit. And when you're on the journey of awakening, you spend a lot of time alone. I spend 3 to 5 hours a day easy in meditation and contemplation. And it's been a practice to not distract and to really face the mind. So they're just saying to use your imagination with the things you want to experience. So embodying inside of you that love and harmony and peace, and forgive the thoughts that are not that. It's pretty simple. So let's get some advice from the Wisdom Oracle deck. Okay, I see you jumping. Justice, to be fair, and imagine. What the hell? Okay, so justice. So they're just saying, the universe, that's they. The universe, your higher self, is just saying, you really need to visualize what it is and feel the thing that you want. Love, success, whatever. If you want to be, if you want to be a mother, imagine yourself holding a child. It's that simple. In the vibration of that experience, visualize it. So those are the messages that came through. The cards do not lie. It's simply your mind, probably just giving you confirmation of what was already there. But those are the messages that I have for you, and I'll see you next time.